Today, I'm going to show you mobility moves for kyphosis. If you're somebody with a rounded back, forward shoulders, and a slump chest, then you might want to do the few mobility moves that I'm going to show you. We are going to roll the shoulders back, expand across the collarbone, as well as start moving our thoracic spine more, all to release all the tightness in the joints around our ribs, spine, shoulders area, so that we have the space to put our posture back in its position and to restore structural integration. This is how I work with my clients. So get seated on a chair. The chair needs to have a firm surface. So your comfortable sofa is not going to be suitable. Or your dining table chair with very puffy seat is also not suitable. I must say it has to be a chair or a stool with firm surface that is flat. More or less flat, because we want ourselves stacked up nicely, spine, pelvis in this position before we do the movements. I know from teaching clients with kyphosis is that with a rounded back this way, it's very difficult for them to straighten the arms. Many will have the elbows bent almost all the time because of the structure, the upper back being pulled forward and the arms are being pulled forward in a bent position as well. Now we want to try to reverse that as the first step, okay? So from here, make sure you stack your spine up right on top of the pelvis and that the pelvis is well supported, placing it flat on the surface of the chair here. Interlace your fingers, looking straight ahead, take an inhalation, straightening the elbows pointing straight down. And exhale. Releasing, bend your elbows a bit, looking down. Again, inhale. And exhale. Doing it 4 more times here. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Last 2 times. Inhale. See if you can straighten the elbows more. Try to reach downwards more, keeping your spine as straight as possible. Exhale. And 1 more. And exhale and release. If you feel you can't straighten your spine or the arms while doing it, it's okay. Just do to the capacity that you can. Important thing is we try to do it with the intention of straightening the upper back, straightening the arms. Of these two, straightening the arms more important, okay? Because that is the first step to rolling the shoulders back. The next thing we're going to do is add another detail, that is the lifting of the rib cage. You'll find that actually in the first movement, by straightening the elbows, pointing your arms straight down, we are already rolling the shoulders back a bit. Now we're adding one more detail to actually make the movement even more accentuated, all right? So here, interlace your fingers, set up your body as you did just now, make sure your pelvis is supported. Take an inhalation, exhale, straighten the arms, looking diagonally up and imagine your rib cage being lifted. Now I'm going to release my interlace just to show you what I mean. This is my rib cage. Just imagine it being arched back a little bit this way, all right? This is what I mean. So by doing this, your gaze is actually diagonally up. And this is what we want, because it will roll the shoulders back even more as we straighten the arms. And you find that your arms are actually not pointing straight down anymore. It's kind of like being pulled to the back, and that's okay, that's what we want. And from here, exhale, release. Looking down, curling the spine a bit. Again, inhale. Bring your arms back, lifting the rib cage, looking diagonally up. If you feel you're not lifting the rib cage at this point, it's perfectly fine. We need to have the awareness that we need to do that first. Then we let the mind tell the body to do it, and gradually we will be able to do it, okay? There's no rush. And release. Let's do 4 more times here. Inhale. Bringing your arms back, straightening your elbows as much as possible, lifting the rib cage, looking diagonally up, and release down. Again, inhale. Doing it slow and deliberate, giving the soft tissue time to release. Exhale down. 2 more. Reach your arms back and exhale. 1 more time. Exhale to come down. I hope you feel the difference. When we lift the rib cage, we actually roll the shoulders back. As we bring the arms back more, we're actually going deeper into the release, okay? Now from here, we're going to add 1 more detail. Interlace the fingers, repeat everything we just did. Arms back and straight, rib cage up. Now this time, the difference is we're going to stay here. And in staying here, we're going to move the arms up and down instead. This way. Let's do 4 more. And you might find yourself rolling your shoulders back more, your arms are straighter. Last 2 times, up and down, and release. Let your arms hang by your side. And feel the chi moving through your arms, even through your shoulders. Now there's one thing I want to point out is that while you have your arms back, we want to make sure our pelvis is on top of the seat here. We don't want it this way, because if it's this way, look, I'm not structurally integrated. I am pushing from my lower back to pull my arms back. No. It does not set the body up right way for corrective movements. It's not what we want. We don't want any stress on our lower back especially, okay? So make sure that you're always seated with your pelvis firmly on the chair. First thing. The second thing is a common mistake I often see is that most clients tend to squeeze the shoulder blades in this way. No, that is artificially bringing the shoulder blades in to give ourselves the illusion of reaching the arms back. We don't want illusions, we want reality. So, this is no, okay? This is what we want. Bring the arms back, keeping the upper back broad, no squeezing. The narrowing of the shoulder blades come naturally as a result of the arms being extended back. It's not through an artificially squeezing action. From rolling the shoulders back, now we are going to broaden across the chest and the collarbone. This movement is really simple. You're going to have your arms in front of the shoulders this way. Yeah? Make sure they are not pulled back like that. In front, and have your palms face up. And slowly bring both arms up to about shoulder height. That's it. That's all you need to do. And from here, you're going to turn your palms a bit to face the back. Yes, the back of my palms, no, the back of my hands are facing you, okay? And the palms are facing back. This is what we need. You can see my pinky finger is pointing upwards. This is what we want. And we're just going to stay here and breathe. Inhale, expanding the chest, feeling like your both arms are reaching up a little bit, and exhale, releasing. Let's do 4 more. Inhale and exhale. 3 more. 2 more. And one more. And slowly turn your palms to face up again. Bring it downwards. This movement is so simple because in most movements that require expansion of the chest, it is best to do it with breathing. Okay? Let's do one more set here. Palms face up, arms up, and make sure your arms are slightly in front of your shoulders. Okay? Now, we don't want a T shape either, because you find that if you have your arms in front, you use less muscles here to hold you. It's actually more effortless to have it at this angle, and effortless is what we want. So open up, broaden across the collarbone, palms face up first. Slowly turn it back, palms face back now. And from here, inhale, expand your chest to both sides. Feel like your ribs are moving across, okay? The left ribs moving to the left, the right ribs moving to the right, expanding your chest. And exhale, release down a little bit. Again, 4 more. Inhale. And exhale, you can also arch your upper back a little bit. Last 2 times. And last time. Turn your palms to face up and bring your arms down. You can do this movement for as many times as you like, but for the purpose of this video, we're just going to do 2 sets. Again, do it till you feel you get a lot more expansion, because this is so good for us, connecting breath with movement. I strongly encourage you to do many more reps than this, okay? For the third movement, where we're going to move the rib cage and the thoracic spine, I'm going to have to show it to you from the back, okay? So let me turn my back to face you. Now, since we have straightened up our arms quite a bit, so we should feel comfortable enough to do this. You can straighten your arms all the way if you like, but if not, you can keep it slightly bent. It's all good. Okay, now from here, we're just going to have our spine as straight as possible first. Reach our arms up to the ceiling with the palms face up. And then from here, we're going to feel like we are pulling our ribs to one side. In my case, it's to the left, followed by the other side to the right. Here, translating the ribs side to side, okay? Just like this, very easy, small movement. You can do it slowly, and you can do it in a small range to start with. But very importantly, we got to have our pelvis seated on the chair, right? Just make sure you're not lifting as we go to one side. What I meant by this is, just make sure that we don't compromise our sit bones. We do not want this. You see how my right sit bone is lifting? No. Or the other side, you see how my left sit bone is lifting while I translate to the right? No. Keep the pelvis firmly planted on the surface of the chair. And we move the upper spine this way, okay? Creating more space in the underarm area for our ribs to shift from side to side. That will enable our thoracic spine to move more freely. A few more times. And release down. We're going to repeat one more set, and this time I'm going to turn to face you again. Interlace the fingers and go side to side, just like that. Moving the ribs from one side to another while keeping both sides of the pelvis equal on the chair. And a couple more times. Slowly coming back to center, releasing your interlace and bring your arms down here. Okay? So you might be able to feel more space and length here already, yeah? For the next movement, we're going to bring our arms up again. This time, instead of shifting from side to side, we're going to rotate. And here, look, the range of rotation is very small, okay? I don't mean turn. Look at how I'm compromising when I'm turning. We don't need to do that. We just need to rotate the rib cage so that it will mobilize the entire thoracic spine up to this range only. And look, my eye angle is only up to here. It's about 45 degrees. And that is all we need, okay? So, arms face up, arms straight here. And you're going to rotate right, rotate left, rotate right, rotate left. This way. Note that my pelvis is still very firmly planted on the surface of the chair. No change. We are just moving the thoracic spine, mobilizing the rib cage. And look, my eyes are shifting, moving along from the rotational angle as well. And that really helps, because it helps to move our cervical along with the thoracic spine as one. Just like that. Not too much, not too fast. Still keeping at a deliberate pace. And slowly release your arms. We're going to repeat one more set here, okay? Interlace your fingers. And from here, keeping your shoulders down. And go rotating right. And without trying too hard, you might find yourself increasing your range of motion now, because it does get better as we move more. So imagine if you were to do this every single day, not too much, like 10 to 15 minutes a day if you're busy, but we still need to find time for it. And once you get the hang of doing it every day, I can assure you, kyphosis will be a thing of the past. And keep doing it, it will never come back. It will restore your posture and your structural integration. Okay, and a couple more times. Wow, I'm rotating so much. And slowly release. Again, one little reminder is to not do this. You are just turning the neck. We don't want that, okay? That's why I like it with the arms up, because with the arms up, there is no way your neck can take over. Your range of motion for your cervical is kind of limited with your arms there, unless you move the whole structure along, and this is where you're at, that's okay. This is where I'm at. Excuse me, and it's okay. I'm not one who overpromise, so I won't say that right after doing these exercises in this video, you will restore mobility right away. Things take time to progressively improve. Therefore, give yourself at about 6 months and you will see the difference. I guarantee that. This wraps up today's video on mobility for kyphosis. Try out the movements. Let me know how it goes in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you, because this way I get feedback on how you feel about the movements. If there is anything you'd like me to emphasize more on, if you have any suggestions or requests, please feel free to do so. With that said, please like and subscribe. It will help me a lot to grow my small channel. I would truly appreciate it. It also really motivates me to do more content that is helpful for people to improve their mobility. And remember to always keep moving, keep getting better, because that's how our body is. It works on progressive improvement with a little each day or every other day. So thank you for staying with me, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Movement has been my form of self-care for over 20 years, and I want to show you how you too can move and take better care of yourself every day.